Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the video. So today I have another Squad SDK tutorial video for you guys. And so in this video I'll be quickly showing you guys how you can create your own user interface widget blueprint. So if you guys haven't made any kind of UI in Unreal or in the Squad SDK before, this will be the video for you. So I'm basically gonna show the very basic stuff on how to get started in making your own UI, and then I will probably make a few follow-up videos and show you guys a bit more advanced stuff. And also I'm not completely an expert in all of these things, so I also make mistakes or whatever. So but if you guys struggle, don't forget to comment down below if you guys have any problems. Before we get started, I just quickly wanted to say I am also now a Humble Bundle partner. So if you guys are interested in supporting charity and also support me, you guys can go down in the video description and click on my Humble Bundle link below. So with that said, let's get started. So the first thing that we'll have to do is, if you don't have a UI folder, I suggest you create one. And then in my admin menu here, if you guys watched one of my previous video, you guys will know what I'm talking about. I haven't gotten time on working on it more, but I'm just gonna quickly go in here, and you guys will see I have my own blueprint or my own player controller. So we'll have to I'll show you guys what to do, but you also want to do this, otherwise you won't be able to like create your widget and be able to open it and close it or whatever. So for your mod, so this will only then be specific to your mod. With that said, let me quickly show you guys how you can do this. So you want to make another content browser by going to view, content browser, and make sure you have the second one selected. So you want to be in the base content folder of the SquadSDK, and we're gonna go into blueprints, and you guys will see there is there's only one here. Okay, so you want to select this BP_player controller. So I just want to double check if this is the correct one. I think so. Let me just check. Yeah, okay, this is the correct one. So you want to right click, or you want to select it, and then when you right click and you want to say create child blueprint, and then it will look precisely the same, but it will have a child next to that. And now with that, you want to drag this into your mod folder. So I'm gonna move it here. You can move this one, you don't have to copy it, and it's here. And so you just want to rename it so you know it's your custom player, your own custom child player controller of the normal squad player controller. So obviously I already have one, but I'm gonna delete this, and then I'm gonna open mine. And now you guys will see already have stuff in here. You guys don't have to. You guys can just ignore this. So we're gonna go a little bit down, or let's do it up here. So you wanna right click and say custom event, add custom event, and I'm gonna click on here and call this create tutorial menu. You guys can name it whatever you want. That's just what I am going to call it for the video. So in here we're gonna drag off, and you're gonna search for create widget, and then in here you can leave it blank. Yep, you can get the squad player controller if you want to, but I think, yeah, let's do that also. Normally you don't have to because this is in the player controller, but we'll just do that for in case. So for now we leave this empty, and then in here we're gonna say add to viewport, and but we also want to right click here and say promote to variable, connect those two up, and we're gonna name this variable tutorial menu ref for reference. So this is what we'll use to hide and unhide um, the menu. So we're gonna click compile, and it will lag here, but that's fine. Okay, so the next thing that we'll do is you can close this second content browser, and then I'm gonna click save, and now I'm gonna go back to my UI folder, and then you guys will see I have a tutorial folder here. So I'm gonna go in here, and then this is where we're gonna get started in creating our UI. So you're gonna go to user interface, widget blueprint, and I'm gonna call this tutorial, and so we're gonna click save. We can open this, and I'm just gonna put it a part of this tab, and then I'm quickly gonna go back to the player controller, and hereby select class. We're gonna click here and search for tutorial, and then this will depend on what you named yours, but I'm gonna click compile, and as you can see it's doesn't show any errors anymore, and we're all good to go. So I'm gonna click save. And also one thing that I forgot is we want to hide this automatically when the game starts, otherwise this will just pop up immediately. So because we created a variable here, we're gonna get our tutorial menu reference. We're gonna drag off here and say set visibility. I'm gonna make this to collapsed, compile, and save. We'll just in a second get another button to open the menu. So we're gonna go back to our widget, and then in here I'm gonna drag in a border, and I'm gonna go to the anchor and make this full screen. I'm gonna make this offsets all 0, so it completely fills the widget. And then by the brush color, I'm gonna click here and make this a little bit just darker, or you guys can make it whatever color you want. And I'm also gonna make it so there's a little bit of transparency here by the alpha. Now I'm gonna click file, save, and I'm gonna drag in a we're gonna get a canvas panel, drag this on top of the border, and then we can click the X and drag a button onto the canvas panel here. And now I'm gonna drag this into the center. I'm gonna set the anchor also to the center, and again make all of these 0. The size we can make 250 by, let's make it 70. Now an alignment, we're gonna make the X 0.5 and the Y 0.5, and we're gonna drag on a text. We can keep the font size how it is, and we're just gonna make the text hello there, or let's make it send, because at first I'll just show you guys how you can when you click this button you do like a print screen. So not print screen, sorry, or is it print screen? I forgot. Let me say print. Ah, it is print screen, string, not print screen. Okay, but that said, we're all good to go. So I'm gonna make this. Oh, that's okay. Let's go to the graph, and you guys will see on the left you have a button, and then we're gonna check this cross or plus button here on clicked, and it'll make like an on clicked event here for us. And with that, we're gonna drag off and say print string. And in here, what we can do is, to make it a little bit more interesting, is we can compile quickly, save everything. Always remember to save. And I'm gonna drag this in here and also make this to the center. And then we're gonna make the alignment 0.5, and then this I'm gonna make 5, and the size I'm gonna make let's make it 7. Let's make this less than, let's make it 2. No, let's make it 4. Wait, 2.5. Yeah, that's better. So the size for the Y is 70, and the X we're gonna make a little bit bigger. Let's make this 400. That's okay. Click file, click save. Okay, so with that, you'll see the normal name here is edible text box. So I'm just gonna make this message, compile, and then I'm gonna go to the graph again. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our message text box, and I'm gonna drag off, and we're gonna say get text, nope, get text, and we're just gonna let's make a append. So you wanna right click, search for append. We're gonna connect this up, and in here we're gonna, in A we're gonna type message, and I just make those double points, and just make a space after that, and then we're gonna connect this return value to the B like so. And now whatever we type into the text box will be shown in the print string. So I'm gonna make this duration, let's make this 5 seconds, and the text, let's make it yellow. Compile and save. And now we can quickly, let's just make this visible for now. When we'll set up, maybe in the next video I'll show you guys how to do like toggling, so you can like open and close your menu. Oh no, let's do it in this video. Make this collapsed, compile, and then we could quickly save. And if we go quickly back to the designer of our widget, we want to get another button, and maybe put it here in the corner. Let's make this 50 by 50. We don't really want it very big, so we're gonna get the text box again, and then for the text we're just gonna make it an X, and this one we're gonna anchor to the corner, and we're gonna make the position 0, 0, and we just want to set the offset so it is minus 0.5 and 0.5. Oh no, minus 0.5, sorry. Okay, so it's even like that. So we're gonna compile, save, and now we're gonna go back to the graph. Let's just quickly name this button close underscore btn for button. So we're gonna click compile, save, graph, and then we're gonna click the close button, and then the same as before, I'm gonna click the plus icon, and in here we're gonna now say cast to what is it again? bb underscore player controller, and then you want to choose the one that you your own custom one when we created the child player controller. So this is mine with the WM at the end, and then by the object we're gonna say get squad player controller, and then off of this as BP player controller we're gonna say get tutorial menu reference, and then off of this we're gonna say set visibility to visible, and that's it. So it will, when we click oh sorry, this must be collapsed not visible. So if we can compile and save, now if you click this close button it will hide our menu, and at the moment this one will, okay. So the next thing that we'll quickly do is set up a keybind. So if we click a certain button it will open our menu. So this is num plus that I'm using for the admin menu. So let's use we're gonna right click and say key and search for or look for num minus, or if you guys also want to use num plus. I'm just using some of the numlock keys because I'm sure in Squad itself I don't think there's a lot of keys that Squad uses in the numpad. So let's look for num minus, and in here we're gonna get this. We're gonna say get, gonna go to set visibility, we're gonna make this visible, and what we want to do is we want to go to set show mouse cursor, we want to make this to check, and we want to make set input mode to UI only, and this one we're going to connect up to that one, and then widget in focus we can take this tutorial reference and connect that up, compile and save. I'm quickly gonna go back to our tutorial thing here, and then in here we want to hide our cursor and also change the input mode. So we're gonna say set show, not on here, sorry, on the player controller. I'm gonna say set show mouse cursor to nothing, to false, and then when it's gonna say input mode game only. Okay, so we're gonna click compile, save, and now hopefully if we've done everything correctly. Oh, also one step that you guys want to do is you want to go into your world settings, scroll all the way to where you see your game mode stuff here, and by player controller class here you want to make sure it's set to yours, and then once you guys have done that we can click play. Okay, so I'm just quickly gonna make this full screen. I'm gonna join the US team. I'm gonna say create squad. I'm just gonna quickly spawn. Okay, so we're spawned. It's a little bit laggy. Just let everything load. I see this video is a little bit in the lengthy side, but hopefully you guys are still with me. But now we're gonna try and press the numlock minus, and as you guys can see, it created, or it did open it, but it did not display it here on the screen. Let me just check what I did wrong. Oh, lol. Okay, I totally forgot to connect up the custom event that we created. So here by the event begin play, we're gonna add another pin. If you guys don't have a sequence, you guys can just directly connect it up to this one. But I'm gonna connect it to this one. I'm just gonna move this away, and then over here we're gonna drag off and say create tutorial menu, or depending on whatever you named your custom event. And I'm going to click compile, click save, and now if we do this again, so continue, create, spawn. Okay, let's make this quickly full screen. And now if I press numlock minus, you guys will see our menu comes up. And now let's just quickly check if we click this X button, if it goes away. Yep, it works. And now if we open it, if we quickly click send, you guys will see it shows our message, but next to the message there's nothing. So if we click on our text box here and we're gonna type in hello world, as you can see the font is a little bit small, but that is something you can change on your own. But now if we click send, you guys will see it shows message hello world. So okay, so that's just something simple that you guys can do to get started. And I will be making some more videos on UI widgets, and share you guys how you guys can start to make like your widget more prettier, or change it so it looks a little bit better than this, because this is just me showing you guys how to get started and then the basic stuff. I know this video is a little bit on the long side, I think it's 22 minutes, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and helps you guys get started with user interfaces and in whatnot. But with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down. And also remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And also, if you guys want to check out Humble Bundle and support charity and also support me, remember to check out my Humble Bundle link down in the video description. And I'll see you guys in the next one.